big wigs, pointed bras, pantyhose, and the wiggle walk in the trailer park. Yeehaw! Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective and my sense of humor. I hope you like, share, subscribe. All 5 channel names pinned to the top of the comment section or description box below, with all fresh and new content on each channel. Well, what am I talking about today? Well, as y'all know, I grew up part of the time in a trailer park many years ago in the 1960s. Okay, back when trailer parks were trailer parks, back when they were single wides, and actually many of those trailers looked like right out of the movie from the long trailer with Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. Well, yesterday I talked in another video about the wiggle walk, and you have to go back and look at that video if you want to hear more of it. It's really funny. About the woman who moved into the trailer park who had bleach blonde hair. She actually used, I think, household bleach. I mean, it was kind of a yellowish blonde, but she was very pretty nonetheless. And she wore go-go boots, and she had the wiggle walk. So go back and look at that video. So all the other women decided that they were going to have the wiggle walk too. And so now we had all the women with the wiggle walk because, well, they didn't want that new woman in the trailer park to be ahead of them, especially around their husbands. And so, you know, all the men would like look out their window when the woman with the wiggle walk would walk through the trailer park. And so the women, you know, they were staying up on things. You know, they didn't want anybody to get past them. And so anyhow, one day the wiggle walk woman was walking through the trailer park, and they almost didn't recognize her except for her particular wiggle walk. And as she's walking through the trailer park, they noticed that her hair was very different. Well, it turned out to be she had a bright red wig on. And she had gone to the local wig department at the local 5 and 10 store, which was like a small department store. And she had bought up a bunch of wigs. She bought big wigs and short wigs and long wigs, and very inexpensive. I think they were like $5 or $10 back then. And some of them were red, some of them were blonde, some of them were dark. I mean, some of them were curly, some of them were straight, some of them looked like Dolly Parton's wigs. Yeehaw! And so she walked through the trailer park with a different wig every day. And there were the men, all the husbands, looking out at the window at the wiggle walk lady now with a new hairstyle. And she would show up at the local honky-tonk bars with her pantyhose, her high heels. Oh, and we're forgetting, she added a bra. Now, it was just not any kind of bra, okay? Well, she would show up at the local honky-tonk all dressed up, including this bra. Now, back in the 60s, some of the bras were made with very hard materials, and some of them tended to poke out, if you know what I mean. Well, she would wear this poked out bra, have the wiggle walk, her stiletto high heels, and a different wig of the day, plus her wiggle walk. And she would go through the trailer park, and she would actually walk to the honky-tonk. And of course, the husbands were kind of following along in their trucks, looking for the wiggle walk lady. So she would show up at the local honky-tonks. Well, the trailer park women were having nothing of this. So they all decided that they were going to go out and buy themselves a wig as well. So all the trailer park women went out and bought these great big wigs. And they had their stilettos, their pantyhose, and they also needed to buy one of those bras. And so they went out and bought the same type of pokey bra. And they went out and they were fully outfitted to be in competition with the wiggle walk lady. And so they all started going out to the local honky-tonk as well, with their wigs on, their bras on, their pantyhose on, their stilettos on, their perfect posture, because remember, the wiggle walk lady had perfect posture, and she stood up straight and she sat up straight. So there were all these women at the local honky-tonk from the local trailer park in their big wigs, their new bras, their pantyhose, their stilettos, their perfect posture, and they had the wiggle walk when they went to the bathroom. And I tell you, those husbands never looked at the Wiggle Walk lady again because they were too happy at home. Too happy at home. So eventually, I think that most of the women in the trailer park, they ended up buying a bunch of wigs, and so you never knew who was who in that trailer park anymore, because every day they all looked different. You couldn't keep up with them, and some of them actually had the same wig. Then I think they began to share each other's wigs. So anyhow, that's my story for the day. Keep your sense of humor, have fun in life. And that was the Wiggle Walk lady with the big hair, the big wig, the new bras, standing up straight, and the big wigs. So from my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.